course, today is the 11th of Shvat. Just to share a little bit about that. The 10th of Shvat, of course, marks the anniversary of the passing of the previous Rebbe in 1950. And after a year of reluctance, on the 11th of Shvat, technically, meaning the night following the 10th of Shvat, when there was a Fabrengen, a gathering to commemorate the first anniversary of passing, the first yahrzeit of the previous Rebbe, they were formally accepted the leadership of Chabad. And the way he did that was by reciting a Hasidic discourse. Teaching Torah anyone can do, and reciting a Hasidic discourse is reserved for a Rebbe. So when he said that discourse, that was his way of announcing he's accepted leadership. I mentioned this at the Fabrengen last night. It occurred to me that it's kind of, I don't think ironic is the right word, but it's interesting to note that usually when someone takes a job reluctantly, they'll do it to the minimum of their ability. If compelled to take a job and I don't really want to do it, I'll just do it if Yotzei, just to fulfill my obligation, I'll do it. If you hear the Rebbe is refusing to become the leader, takes it on reluctantly, so to speak, air quotations, and then takes it on with like immense similar pattern to Moshe Rabbeinu, reluctantly.
But of course, he gave us whole.
Right. So first he's exactly like Moshe Rabbeinu. First he is telling God that he can't speak, and by the time he's done, he's forcefully telling God so to speak, to protect the Jewish people. So it's a pattern, I guess, in Jewish leaders.
Yes, it's humility.
It's a sense of humility, but if we're taking it, it's with Hashem's power. It goes with the whole. Even right at the Rebbe's inaugural address, and the Rebbe's this mimer in this discourse talked about the mission of the seventh generation of Chabad. He has no illusions about it. This is straightforward. We're bringing the presence of Hashem down to this earth. There can be no taller order than that to take upon yourself.
It's interesting. The best judges and statesmen in history have been those who didn't want the job.
They didn't want the job, yeah, exactly. The best statesmen are those who don't want the job.
Best
statesmen
and judges.
Yeah, exactly.
Because of the fact that they didn't want what people used to think as power, which is not power at all, but just pure responsibility.
Yeah.
So I guess it's of what you do. Right. It's not you.
If you want it, then inevitably you're taking the position for something you want out of it.
Exactly.
Whereas if you're taking it out of reluctance, you're taking it because the office needs you. Exactly. Then you're there in the service of what you're.
Our best judges are those who never wanted to. They thought that the responsibility was too awesome.
Yeah. So I guess that's the model. So after the Rebbe, of course, there was a big commotion. As soon as the Rebbe started, you can hear in the audio recording, as soon as the Rebbe starts giving the mimer, there's a special tune to the way a mimer is delivered, and there's a commotion already in the crowd. People are like, "Oh, he's saying a mimer. He must, he's accepting the leadership." And people got up and wished Mazel Tov after the Rebbe was done. So afterwards, the Rebbe said that in America, the custom is when you're about to take on a project, you have a mission statement. So I formally accepted the leadership, so now I'm making him my mission statement. And this is Rebbe's mission statement that he said then. He said that a Jew has sholish avos, 3 loves, 3 things that he ought to love: love of Hashem, love of God, love of Torah, and love of the Jew. So what's my mission statement, says the Rebbe? Not mission statement is the right word. I use the word mission statement, but mission statement. It's like a MO, Is that these 3 loves are all one and the same. Love of God, love of Torah, and love of Jews, one and the same love. One cannot claim to have one and say I excel here, or I even have this partially, but I don't have the other. And unfortunately, we can see all 3 of these failures. This Rebbe doesn't say, but I'm adding that those who don't give me this whole Judaism business, doing this ritual, that ritual, studying. I love God, meditative somewhere, I love God. No. God, His Torah, and His people are all one. One can't claim to love God and not love His Torah and people.
It's actually the Zohar.
Yeah, it's based on the Zohar, which says that all 3 are one. Torah, Hashem, and the Jew are all one, are not separatable. 3, they're one. They're one entity. Likewise, a person says, I love Torah, I love studying Torah, don't bother me with helping other Jews. So it's not as if he has Torah, but he's lacking in the help of other Jews. No. Even his Torah is in question. If his love of Torah does not also come with love of another Jew, then it's not simply lacking in another detail. His love of Torah is in question. And likewise, a person who comes and says, I help people, this is my thing, I do chesed, I like to help people. Study Torah, doing things for Hashem, not my business. So this is also a problem. Torah, all come together.
The three things, the three colors.
Love of Hashem, love of Torah, love of Jews are all one and the same. And this is the Rebbe's mission statement. This is the underpinnings of the Shlichus movement, the Chabad movement, going all over the world to help other Jews. It's not like for the Rebbe, this is like a nice addition to Judaism. You have a nice Judaism on your own, and you go help other Jews. It's a nice addition, it's a nice bonus. Or because they need you. No. If your religion is in the service of Hashem, then it's in the service of His people. And going to help somebody in the middle of nowhere, far out there, is not a nice addition to your Judaism. This is the Judaism. If you're serving God, then you're serving His people and you're serving His Torah. It's all one and the same. So this is Rebbe's mission statement that, as he laid it out right after his inaugural address, that discourse.